everybody. My name is Talia. I'll be talking to you today about moral foundations theory, brought to you by Doctors Jonathan Hyde and Jesse Graham. In 2004, Hyde and Graham started to study the difference between populations regarding their views on morality. Their primary focus was on unraveling the intricacies of intuitive morality that we find inherent in human nature. The idea is that this study can resolve questions about our concepts of morality and how they influence how we observe foreign and domestic conflicts. One of their objectives was to not pass judgment on the views and values of any particular community, but to quantify them and compare them with that of others. This certain subset of psychology, known as moral decision-making, has gained widespread recognition recently through the use of questionnaires to describe individuals' moral frameworks. Hyde and Graham devised a comprehensive framework centered on 5 primary moral foundations to differentiate individuals' political affiliations. These are known as care, fairness, loyalty, authority, and purity. Care and fairness are known as the individualizing foundations, These more stress the rights of individuals, protecting them from harm and unfair treatment. These can most closely be associated with Democrats, liberals, anybody on the left, as well as the promotion of cooperation and the discouraging of aggression. Loyalty, authority, and purity are known as the binding foundations. These emphasize respect for hierarchical structures and the promotion of cleanliness. We can also see the ideals of patriotism and self-sacrifice in these binding foundations. These are also closely associated with the ideological right, the GOP, Republicans. And it's important to recognize that even when comparing, there's still significant variabilities because all individuals exhibit some level of attachment to all 5 levels of the moral foundations, regardless of their political affiliation. The significance of the moral foundations theory lies in its capacity to prompt individuals who may not be conscious of their implicit biases to reflect on the reasoning behind their perspectives on global and domestic policy issues. I found this quote by Jonathan Hyde that I'm going to show on the next slide, and I really felt that it specifically pertained to political communication. Morality binds and binds us into ideological teams that fight each other as though the fate of the world depended on our side winning each battle. It blinds us to the fact that each team is composed of good people who have something important to say. I think it's important to note that we can learn to interpret individuals' perspectives and political stances and through avoiding the risk of trying to descend into uncivil discourse through the studying of the moral foundations theory. Recognizing someone's moral foundations can improve our discussions, facilitating understanding of people's principles and beliefs. Overall, this can promote constructive dialogue, mutual respect, and empathy, leading to the productive exchange of ideas. Now, in my 2 C-SPAN clips that I found, I will be showing you 2 U.S. congressmen talking about the effects of gun violence. And while we listen, I hope you notice slight changes in their dialogue as they endorse specific moral values. Sorry for the delay on the video, too. It's going to be a sec.
Secure schools. We've talked about things that we can do, and it just seems like on the other side, all they want to do is take guns away from law-abiding citizens. Before they even know the facts, the first thing they talk about is taking guns away from law-abiding citizens. And that's not the answer, by the way. So
in this video, we see Congressman Steve Scalise frame past mass shootings in schools as a bipartisan concern. He also underscores the challenges no worries, of addressing gun control without demonizing responsible gun owners and the other side, Democrats, as they seek to disarm law-abiding citizens. He also talks about securing schools to defect responsibility off of law-abiding citizens while also trying to talk about the innocence of children in America. And in this next video, we will hear from Attorney General Garland.
Horrific act of gun violence occurs. In the wake of every mass shooting and every act of gun violence that touches your communities, even the ones that don't make headlines, people who are scared and in mourning turn to you for support and answers.
Right off the bat, he starts to highlight the issues of mass shootings with a focus on empathy for those impacted and those maybe not directly impacted. He also shows a commitment to compassion above all else. He embodies the individualized understandings demonstrated in his speech where he addresses law enforcement. That's actually who he's talking to in this video, law enforcement officers specifically, and their particular influence on society. His overall goal for our nation was to collectively strive towards reducing aggression. That's where we see in the individualized foundations of fairness. Overall, I want to remind everybody that embracing the moral foundations theory helps us see beyond our political divisions and fosters meaningful conversations for the greater good, Understanding that people have different moral values can actually bring us closer together, especially in today's polarized world. Remember, while morals may divide us, they also remind us to respect each other's perspectives. Thank you very much. And I'm open to any questions.